Hello, my fellow readers. This is Leo, and today we will be reading Anybody Home by Marianne, Berkes, illustrated by Rebecca Dickinson. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe and like. It really helps me. Now, let's get straight into the video. Anybody Home by Marianne Berkes, illustrated by Rebecca Dickinson. Polly Possum needed a home. She was looking up at the busy oak tree. Was there room for her? As Polly climbed the tree, she stepped on something sticky. Hey, watch it, said Sammy Spider. I just finished spinning my web. I don't need you messing it up. You live here? Asked Polly. Yes, and it's where I snag my food. But I don't eat you, so bug off. I need a room, said Polly. Robbie Robin has a house up the tree. Was that him with grass in his beak? He uses grass and twigs. I prefer silk, dry threads, and sticky threads. We all build our homes differently. I'm not a builder. I'm looking for a place to rent. Well, good luck, said Sammy, checking out an insect caught in the sticky part of his trap. Anybody home? Asked Polly. Shoo! Robin trilled. Our babies are hatching. I'm going to have babies too. We built our nest way up high to keep predators away from you. Just then, Becky Bee buzzed by. Maybe she can help me, thought Polly. Anybody home? Asked Polly. Yes, yes, answered Becky. Lots of us live together in our hive. We store pollen and honey in combs, and we take care of our queen, who lays lots of eggs. It's a honey of a home, but I don't need to live with any queen, said Polly. Maybe you should try Susie Squirrel's tray down a ways, suggested Becky. She may still be gathering nuts, but she'll be home soon. Polly sat on a rock and waited for Susie Squirrel. Timmy Turtle poked out his head. You're sitting on my house. Oops, said Polly. What are you doing there? I carry my home in my back, explained Timmy. The shell is part of my body, and I move wherever I want. I go inside to hide from bad weather and protect myself from the likes of you. I won't hurt you, said Polly, but I am looking for a home. Go down to the pond, suggested Timmy. Those busy beavers are always repairing their houses. Maybe they'll have room. On the way to the beaver's den, Polly saw something moving in the ground. Anybody home? Go away, shouted Milton Moan. I need to finish this last room in my burrow before it gets too cold. It's still summer, said Polly. You're making a mountain out of a molehill? Anyway, would you have a room for me? I do have many chambers. I even store food in some, answered Milton, slipping up an earthworm that had fallen through his roof of the tunnel. I eat almost anything, but digging on the ground isn't for me. Thanks anyway. Anybody home? Polly called across the pond. We sure are, answered Betty Beaver, but we have a moat around our lodge to keep critters like you away at night. Forget this, thought Polly. I'm kind of a night owl, but I don't want to swim to get to my home. Polly headed for the busy tree. A fox ran by. Polly immediately threw herself on the ground and pretended she was dead. Luckily, Freddie Fox went right by her into her den. Polly didn't ask if anyone was home. It was almost dawn when Polly noticed some bats flying into a cave. Anybody home? Asked Polly. Scat! Screeched Billy Bat. It's our night time. We've been foraging for bugs all night. I need a home, said Polly desperately, as more bats kept flying into the cave. I can hang upside down too, and I sleep all day. But all the screeching and fitting would drive me batty. It was dawn when Polly arrived at the oak tree. She noticed a nest of twigs and bark lined with dead leaves. Something was moving inside. Anybody home? She asked. Susie Squirrel jumped out. Don't you dare touch my newborns, scolded Susie. I'm having babies too, said Polly, but they live in my pouch for a while first. That's handy, chittered Susie. My kids are still naked and blind, so I can't leave them for long to look for food. I'd offer to babysit, said Polly, but I'm really in a pinch right now. It's the wrong time and the wrong place. Try Woody Woodpecker's home. I think he chiseled out all of the bugs he can find. Polly looked up. Woody was flying away. Anybody home? Polly asked, caught in the empty hole. No answer. Polly moved in the abandoned hollow and slept all day. That night, 12 babies were born. Phew! The end. I hope you like this book. Anybody Home? By Marianne Berkes, illustrated by Rebecca Dickinson. Now, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!